Good evening, Lexington High School. Tonight, boys basketball matchup between Melrose and Melrose High School. Participating student athletes, coaches, class officials, and board facilities to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating sportsmanship and respect for all attendants. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. And now, let's start from Melrose. Number 3, John Moss. Number 11, John Aaron. Number 55, Owen John. Number 2, Captain Lionel Moody. And number 10, Captain Tom Brogan. Now let's start with your Lexington band. Number 1, Ahmad Rao. Number 2, Brittany Cole. Number 11, Sam Meyer. Number 4, Captain Darren Almer. And number 10, Captain Ryan Astor. At this time, you will be able to stand and remove the caps as we allow our playing in the national anthem.
We are live at Lexington High School, and it's been a long time, but we are happy to be back to bring you some more Lexington basketball. The Minutemen have been away for a while, and it's been a bit of a rough skid for them. They've gone 1-3 since they last played here. But if they're looking for an opportunity to bounce back, tonight would be the time to do it as they host Melrose. I'm Austin Raish, and I'm joined once again by Duncan Maloney and Toshio Yuki. Tip-off is about to begin. Gentlemen, it's good to be back.
Awesome to be back, Austin. And Lexington has a tall task today. They need to get back into victory. I think they got a good chance to do it against Melrose, but we'll see how the first part of this game goes.
Absolutely, Duncan. First game of 2024. It'd be great to start off the year with a dub.
Lamas, right out of the gate, misses the three. Rebound is tipped and grabbed by Ryan Asapor, who's missed a bit of time with an injury. Now Meyerberg with a quick response. That's no good.
Not a bad way to start. Try and put up some threes. Meyerberg, historically good from back there, so we'll see if he can continue to work on that throughout this game.
You have to appreciate the fast tempo here, just trying to get points up early, get a momentum, get a good lead going.
Aarons feeds it to Lamas as he gets a screen, takes it inside, and is met at the rim by Asapor and Amari Mao. Lexington in transition. Lapone down the lane, gets it to bounce.
It's a good stick right there. It's a good bounce for Lexington and out to an early lead. They just need to maintain that now on defense.
Aarons gets a screen. Asapor will switch on to him. on the wing. The three-pointer is up and no good, but a foul will be called. That's Miles Newey, the captain, who will head to the line for Melrose.
Easy foul there, and tough one for Mal, but trying to stop the shot, unfortunately. Puts him to the line, Toshio.
Got to be a little careful there when closing out on a shooter, especially one shooting a three-pointer, because that is 3 free throws right there. Luckily misses the first one, though.
It's going to be important to get this rebound if he misses the other one. Keep him getting more points after the third free throw. 0 for 2 so far, so not already an unproductive trip to the line.
Newey goes 0 for 3 from the line. Mao gobbles up the rebound. A very wasted possession there for Melrose. Darren Onger works inside and his pass is thrown away, intended for Asapor. Onger has missed a considerable amount of time with an injury, but he is very happy to be back, and this town is happy to have him back. He got a very nice ovation when he was announced in the starting lineups before this game.
100% Austin, good to have him back, and definitely want a captain like that, leadership on this team, maybe drive them forward into the new year.
Speaking about what he brings to the table, he brings a lot of size, energy, and he's just an all-around player. He can play defense, he can play offense, play the point guard. Great to have him back.
Mao drives inside, floater is no good. Onger follows it up.
Strong possession from both Asapor and Onger there. Asapor with a good block defensively, and then Onger puts up the rebound. Lexington up 4-0 here, just about 2 minutes in.
Aarons drives inside, can't get it to fall. Melrose still looking for their first points of the game. Onger, what a feed to Lapone, who can't finish. Rebounded by Amari. And the Minutemen will play on. Asapor has it rejected inside. Out of bounds. And it will go to Melrose.
Tough possession there for Lexington. Lapone just put a little too much on it there on the rebound and couldn't get it in.
Newey feeds it to Lamas, working on Asapor. The spin move inside is no good. It's going to go to the Minutemen off the bounce.
Melrose still empty-handed in the points department. 5:37 left in this first quarter, so plenty of time for them to get points, but so far they haven't been able to break through, and that is a very, very big challenge for them at the moment.
And a lot of the shots have been going through number 3, Lamas. He's been 0 for 3, so looks like he's their number 1 scorer as of now, but if he can get things going.
Meyerberg hits the mid-range jumper. The score is now 6-0 in favor of the Minutemen, and we're going to get a timeout early taken by Melrose.
Good timeout there by Melrose. Lexington didn't get too far ahead in those 3 or so minutes of the first quarter that went by, but 6-0, definitely don't like to see the 0 up on the board this late into the first quarter. So Melrose going to want to change some things around offensively and try and get something going here before Lexington gets too far away.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Duncan, that was a smart timeout to call it when it's only 6-0. There's no need to wait till that lead gets much bigger for the Minutemen, which we've seen teams do in the past against them, and it really has not worked out. So I think they just need to stay calm. Like, this is still a very manageable situation they're in. Just find their feet offensively, and we're going to be in for a great game.
And if you may notice, the gym is a bit emptier than usual, and so this makes it easier for the game for the momentum to be controlled by the players and not by the gym. So a 6-0 lead is definitely manageable for Melrose. And we're talking about momentum. Couple easy possessions here, getting some points will definitely help create some momentum for them.
Newey drives inside on Mao. The reverse layup is no good. Another unlucky roll for Melrose.
Lexington's got to take advantage of this. They got to drive out the points. Good idea by Onger there.
We're going to get a foul called on Asapor, going over the back on the rebound.
I believe that's going to be the second for Lexington in this quarter. Minor fouls go by the quarter now as Charlie O'Brien checks in. So Lexington get 5 this quarter before they reach the bonus.
Lexington playing aggressive defense early on. Lapone hits the deck. Melrose has a 5-on-4. Newey on the wing, cannot hit from deep. Rebound tip taken by Onger.
Lexington's got to slow it down a little bit. Very fast-paced game. They only have 6 points, which is not very good, so they need to slow things down here. It doesn't look like they're going to.
The feed to Asapor was fought for, and they're going to call it jump. The Minutemen will keep it here with 4:43 to play in the first, as Cole Metzger will come in and replace Asapor.
Get the starter some rest here as the game wears on. Good idea, Coach Hobbs.
Lapone zips it inside to Mao, who's
What
met
a
at
block.
the rim. Connor Brophy sends him back. He's a senior and a captain. The Minutemen will keep it here with 18 to shoot.
Still got a good amount of time left on the shot clock for Lexington, but
18 seconds, yeah.
definitely not too much. So you want to get something going here quickly within the next 10 seconds.
Unger drives inside off the screen. Contested jumper, misses everything. And Melrose will take over.
Felt the breeze on that one, Austin. That was not good. And like I mentioned, Melrose doesn't have any points right now, but Lexington only has 6. So they haven't had too many successful offensive possessions.
They've just
Either.
got to find their rhythm here. And just make sure they can get some points going.
That pass is broken up, taken away by Unger. He'll take it himself down the lane for 2.
It's a big make for Unger right there. Under pressure, still gets it in. 8-0. Halfway through this first quarter, an eighth of the way through this contest.
Brophy drives inside, kicks it into the corner. Three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by the Minutemen. Owen Mujali could not get it to fall. As O'Brien sends it to Mao, who gives it to Unger.
We've seen a lot of great takes, especially beyond the arc from Melrose. They just cannot convert here.
Maury trying to find space, and he'll get called for a travel. That's going to bring Sam Meyerberg back into the game. He is going to replace Amari.
8-0 at the moment. Melrose back on offense once again. Looking for some success. It's going to go against Metzger,
His
I
first.
believe. Third foul of the quarter with 3:24 remaining, so Lexington's starting to get in the dangerous territory here, flirting with the bonus.
2 more.
Cross-court pass to Mujali. Off the inbound as he feeds it to Aarons. Brophy wide open for 3, and he misses everything there. Meyerberg keeps it in, even though he might not have needed to do that.
Risky play by Meyerberg there, but it paid off, and we'll see if Lexington can get points here.
Backdoor feed to Lapone is sent out to Metzger, and the Minutemen will reset there. .15 to shoot as Meyerberg goes to work on Newey. Step back jumper is good.
Good job by Meyerberg on the step back there. Another timeout here for Melrose, 2:50 left.
Big-time players make big-time plays. That was one heck of a shot.
100%.
Fadeaway.
Highly contested shot right there, and he put it up. Still went down. That's
From the corner, too.
That's ice, Toshio. That's ice. And now 10-0, 2:50 left. Any changes that Melrose made, they did not work. And right now, Austin, I don't know what you could change because they have some good opportunities. They've had some bad shots given, but they've had some good opportunities. They just cannot put it in. And some wide open air ball.
Yeah, I feel like you stole the words right from my mouth. They've been getting really good looks offensively. They're just not making the shots. I'm not sure what you can really tell them to do better on that side of things except just make your shots. Like, you're getting the opportunities, but they're making nothing of them.
I think you just got to tell them to stay with the course, Austin. Just stick with the program. It'll come. You have to just keep preaching that. And if they have no points at the end of the first quarter, maybe you just go for a mass substitution. But I have a good feeling about this possession for them. I think they're going to get some points here. Start to chip into this Lexington lead.
Lamash drives inside on Metzger and sent back by O'Brien.
Never mind, Austin. Never mind.
Unger drives inside, and he is sent back by Mujali.
A lot of blocks. Blocks are flying right now, Austin. Don't know if I've seen this many blocks in one quarter ever in a high school game.
Brophy almost has his pocket picked by O'Brien. The floater is no good. It's tipped out and taken by Meyerberg with just over 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Amari drives inside, floats it up, and gets an incredibly unlucky roll. Lamas will grab the rebound. The score stays at 10-0 for the Minutemen.
Melrose passing it around.
Taking their time here.
They almost threw it away there, but Brophy comes up with it, defended by Meyerberg.
That's going to be against Meyerberg there.
It's his first personal foul. Melrose seems a bit confused here on offense, holding the ball for a couple seconds, not much motion going on offense. I think they just got to start moving a little more, getting some nice open looks, which they have been, but just getting some easier, high percentage shots.
100%. Maybe that's behind the substitution. John Lamas coming out and Benjamin Perella coming in. Maybe get some points here off the change.
Newey drives inside, can't finish over Metzger. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Amari, and the scoreless drought continues here for Melrose. Meyerberg lost it for the moment. It's on the ground, and now I believe a double dribble is going to go against Melrose.
Austin, these balls might be overinflated. The amount of shots, the amount of bounces that are going not the team's way. Something's going on here.
And the unlucky rolls,
Lexington's going to take a timeout here with 1:29 left. Still 10-0, so we've got about a minute and a half and no points have been scored. Just a very weird energy right now, Austin. This is a very weird game at the moment. Weird weather going on outside. Just very weird right now, but I think Lexington's got to get rerouted. They are missing out on a big opportunity. Melrose has scored 0 points in the entirety of the first quarter at this point, and Lexington only has 10. There is so much more opportunity to get so many more points, to get a bigger lead, so you have to worry about it less. So Lexington needs to continue to capitalize on the Melrose mistakes and misfortune, try and get more points. Because right now, 10-0, they should be far more ahead than what they are now.
Absolutely, Duncan. And it's not just Melrose that's not making the shots. It's also Lexington. So that, like you said, 10 points should definitely be closer to the 20 territory. And it's definitely a weird energy because it's really low scoring. So hopefully more shots will be going in both sides.
It's going to be a game that gets won in the trenches at the moment, it seems. One of these teams needs to get hot fast to change the mojo.
Asapor feeds it to Mao off the inbound. Now Meyerberg drives, kicks it out to Asapor, who fakes the three, drives inside, and finishes.
Tell you what, Asapor had Connor Brophy flying out to the parking lot there. He faked them up good. Just about a minute left here. Melrose looking for points.
This is Brophy in the corner, defended by Mao. 15 to shoot as we have less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. Newey and Aarons play catch. Melrose has to find something with 5 to shoot. Mujali with 2. The three-pointer is up and no good. That's going to be a shot clock violation as it hits the side of the backboard. Great
defense there from Lexington, just not allowing a shot or an opening inside the arc, forcing them to take a really poor shot selection there.
100% Tosha. We talk a lot about Melrose's misfortune, how they have no points right now. That's part due to Lexington's great defense that we've seen so far.
Backcourt violation from Lexington.
Well, the Lexington players can't believe that call. They thought Amari got fouled as he was crossing half court there, but apparently not.
A little confusion, but they got to stay with the course. They got to get right back on it. 36.1 on the clock, so still going to be about a 1.1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Brophy's pass is tipped by Asapor. It's going to stay here. That'll bring Darren Unger back in, checking in for Cole Metzger. With 26 seconds left in the quarter, and like you said, Duncan, just a 1.1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
So Melrose is going to have to put something up here in the next 25 seconds. See if they can break through the iron fist. That is the Lexington defense. Amari Mao almost had a big steal there. Melrose slowing it down just a little bit, but still ringing it around the Rosie on the outside arc.
Aarons fakes and fires, and Melrose with 10 seconds to go in the first gets their first points. Amari zips it to Meyerberg in the corner. He is met at the rim. Putback is no good by O'Brien, and that will do it for the first 8 minutes. Well, I'm not sure what we had in mind for the first quarter of that game, but it was definitely not that.
100% Austin. That's a good way to end the first quarter for Melrose after 7 minutes and 59 seconds of just not good offense, not getting in shots. They not only pick up points, but Owen Manjali with a great block. So they come into the second quarter with a little momentum, and they're only down 10 points. That was a big miscue by Lexington, not being able to get more points out of that first quarter. And now that Melrose might be getting a little better offensively, Lexington might be having to go on the run a little bit.
Duncan, I mean, it's not Friday yet, but word on the street is there's a block party. It's been a mostly defensive game here. 12-2 to end the first quarter. I mean, both teams definitely have opportunities where they could have capitalized, but defensively, both teams have shown what they can do on the defensive end.
Toshio, you said best. The blocks are flying right now, and that's a testament both defenses. Only 14 points in the first quarter. One of the lowest scoring first quarters I've seen in my time here at LHS Austin. Second quarter coming out. Lexington's going to come out with Aspor, O'Brien, Mao, Onger, and Meyerberg. Munjali going to inbound to Aarons for Melrose.
Quick pressure off the inbound, but Melrose gets it back. In the corner, Brophy's pass is stolen away by Amari. He takes it himself down the lane for an easy two.
Good start to the quarter by Lexington. Almost forcing a turnover, then getting a turnover, then turning into points. Like clockwork. We need to see that more often.
Offense wins games, but defense wins championships. And Amari Mao doing what he does best in the defensive end, getting those steals, fast break points.
Aarons fires and hits from downtown, and that is what Melrose was been looking for a long time.
100%. They are starting to get going now, and that, good save by Mao there.
He somehow keeps it in. Onger feeds it to Asapor for another two.
And these teams are getting going now. They're starting to get in a rhythm. Might get into a shootout here in the second quarter.
Even the benches are getting into it.
Lamos drives inside, goes through two defenders and scores it. O'Brien quickly zips it to Asapor. It's on the ground, and it's saved by Melrose to prevent the jump ball from being called. Lamos drives inside on Meyerberg and gets two more.
So I'm talking about here, Austin. Melrose got going. They were getting good chances, but they just couldn't get the ball to bounce their way, and now they've got 9 points in a row. This is great for Melrose. If I was Hobbs, I would take a timeout here.
Asapor's left wide open, and he cashes in. Well, in the first quarter, there were a total of 14 combined points between the two teams. Now, less than 2 minutes into the second quarter, there have been a combined total of 14 points by the two teams.
They're going now. Nothing's going to stop this train.
Zui gets Brian to jump, but he can't finish. Rebound is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Melrose.
Now Brendan Schwartz gets his first minutes of the game. Chris Lupone checks back in.
See what Lupone can do here. Checking back into the game. Fresh legs.
Schwartz kicks it out to Amari, who finds O'Brien. His three is tipped, but a foul will be called.
Don't think he got any ball there. It looks like all hand.
Very unselfish play there from Brendan Schwartz. He got it under the basket. He could have easily gone up, tried to get it up over two defenders, but kicked it out, allowed it. And he got double teamed, so that meant one person was wide open. That was Charlie O'Brien right there with the three.
See what happens on the second shot here.
1 for 1.
Free throw line has proven to be difficult today for both teams. No free throws have been made to this point in the game. None.
Lamos drives and pulls and can't hit over Schwartz, and another good rebound by Amari. What a pass inside to Schwartz, who finishes it.
Good job by Schwartz. When you get a play like that from Amari Mao, it's a lot of stress. You get a ball coming at you that fast. You're right on the hoop. Everyone's going to converge on you. Calm, cool, and collected. Schwartz put it up. That's an easy 2 for Lex, and now a 21-9 lead.
You got to give credit to that assist right there. He just whipped it past the whole entire defense.
Well, Coach Daniel Burns of the Melrose team was heated as he called the timeout. He's clearly been very frustrated with his team throughout this whole game, because now that their offense is starting to wake up, they have to figure out how to stop the Minutemen from doing the same things. Because any points you score don't matter if you're going to give up the same thing on the other end.
100% Austin. Little progress to no progress was made. They were down 12-0 going into the final possession, then 12-2 at the end of the first quarter. They're still down 12 at this point, so not much has changed. Although the offense has picked up, the defense has begun lacking a little more.
A lot of pressure here from Lexington on defensive end. Full court press. Melrose gets it over though.
Aaron's drives up and undershot is no good. Rebounded by Lapone. Now Onger on the wing. Can't hit from deep. He gets his own rebound and keeps the possession alive. Fall away fade is no good.
Hindsight 2020, might have been better to pass that one out to the arc, try and get some more offense going, but instead put it up. Tough shot, and it didn't go.
Aaron's lost it, but a foul is going to go on the Minutemen. That's going to be against Chris Lapone.
One foul aside at the moment.
Melrose continues to pass it around outside the arc. O'Brien tips it. Schwartz comes away with it. Mao feeds it to O'Brien, who lost it, gets it back, and cannot finish.
Other than the finishing play there, that was a clean steal and takeaway by Lexington. Try and turn it offensive. Just didn't work out in the end, but strong play there.
Aaron's inside, blocked by O'Brien, but a foul will go against him.
It's a hard hit to the floor there, Austin. Glad to see everybody gets up all right. Good effort by O'Brien, but unfortunately, a little too much there. And now, trip to the line, see if we can get our first free throw points of
Fingers
the day
crossed,
here.
Duncan. It's not jinxed.
Fingers crossed he misses it here. Trying to keep the Lexington lead as much as possible. Oh. It's a curse on these rims, Austin. Big subs here for Melrose. There's a little confusion. Mujali subs in, or comes in to take in on the line, try and get that rebound back from Melrose if it is to go out, but it goes in.
First free throw of the game, Duncan.
Melrose has finally cracked double figures, but they still trail by 11 with 4:30 to play in the first half. Lapone's pass for Onger is mishandled and kept in. And now Lapone will break up the pass intended for Mujali. Probably a smart play. He'll take the kickball violation and save what probably would have been an easy 2.
Absolutely, Austin.
Tight defense here by Lapone. He's going to back off a little bit, but not much.
Lamas feeds it to Nui on the wing. He lost it for the moment. Now feeds it to Mujali at the top of the key. 12 to shoot as Nui finds himself wide open for 3.
Big 3 from Nui. He's been an impact player for Melrose in the second quarter, and they are inching ever closer, now only down 8 points.
He's definitely ice cold in the first quarter, but now he's starting to find his rhythm. The captain's starting to get his way.
Schwartz takes the feed from Mao and puts it in. Lapone drew a double, and like it was said earlier, that is going to leave somebody wide open. That time it was Schwartz.
Good job by Schwartz. He's 2 for 2 in that scenario. It's going to be on Lexington, I believe, again.
I think that'll be Chris Lapone's second personal foul. Ryan Asport checks back in for Brendan Schwartz. Great impact minutes for Brendan Schwartz here. 4 points off the bench.
23-13, 3:33 left in the first half. Metzger with a good get there. Mal's going to work his way up here, Austin.
Already lost it, but gets it to Meyerberg anyways. He drives inside on Lamoss. The hook shot doesn't fall. Onger with the offensive rebound, and he will head to the line.
That was a bonsai shot from Sam Meyerberg, and it did not work. Luckily, Onger got the rebound, and he's going to take a trip to the line. As Mendez-Steven looks to check in the game for the first time. 3:17 left in the first half.
Nothing but net there, Duncan.
Perella will come in for Melrose to replace Lamoss. If I am correct, he is the only player outside of Melrose's starting five who has seen the floor today.
It's been interesting with how the way the game has gone. You would think that more substitutions would have been made, but
we'll see.
Daniel Burns holding his ground.
Newey drives inside, and a foul will go against the Minutemen again. That is going to be how many?
Four.
Four.
So that is Darren Onger.
And now, I believe Mendez-Stevens got the foul there, so checked right in, got a foul, not the way you want to check into a game. Lead back down to 10. Melrose trails the Minutemen.
Well, after missing 3 free throws in his first trip to the line, Newey makes them both here, cuts the lead down to 9 with 3 minutes to play in the first half. Mendez-Steven finds Mal wide open on the wing. Three-pointer is no good. Offensive rebound taken out by Mendez-Steven. Asapor draws a double. Meyerberg fires away and misses too strong there.
A lot of big threes taken there from Lexington in that possession. Would like to see them work on it a little bit more, but
in the corner, Brophy misses everything there.
Maybe they're using the wrong size ball. Everyone's overshooting it today, Duncan.
Onger wants to answer, and he banks it home.
Told you, that was a pretty shot by Onger.
Aaron's floater goes down. Some very quick action between these two teams as we approach the end of the first half. That pass for Onger's broken up. Aaron's is all alone. He'll take the easy 2.
And Aaron's has 10 points on the day. He's been quietly but surely helping Melrose climb their way back into this game, and now they're only down 8 with under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Amari puts up a tough shot, no whistle. Asapor with the rebound, and it goes.
This is a very fast-paced game right now. Neither of these coaches wanting to break up the rhythm for their teams. 1:43 left in the first half. It's been possession after possession of buckets. No shot here, but a foul on Lexington.
That should put them in the bonus. So it will result in a trip to the line anyway. That is their 5th foul of the quarter.
Ref was very adamant about that not being a shot, and was very quickly corrected by the scorer's table.
Coach Burns, too, was in on that. He will take all the points he can get.
Big changes here for Lexington's. Mendez-Steven and Asapor coming out. Schwartz and O'Brien coming back into the game.
Well, whatever these teams talked about free throw shooting, it's clearly been working, because everything we've said about bad shooting from the line has not been true thus far.
That was pretty. I don't know how he got that one to go, but Amari Mao, the magic man. Now you see him, now you don't.
Mujali drives inside and gets it to fall over Onger. That was a tough shot.
Just about a minute and counting here in this first half.
Amari gets open with the screen and can't hit from deep. Rebound fought for, taken by Brophy. And now he will wait for more support as we have 50 seconds to play in the first half. Aarons drives on O'Brien and gets it to fall. He's got 14 here in the first half. The lead is down to 6 for the Minutemen.
The floater is definitely working for him tonight, and he's been taking advantage of that sweet left touch today.
Meyerberg will draw the foul there. You can see the visible frustration from everybody on Melrose's side of the court.
Definitely had a bit of a run going, and that kind of gets interrupted by that foul. And the shot clock goes away as well, 34.9. So just barely, but the shot clock does go away. Important for Melrose if they want to hold on for the last possession of the half.
That's a nice roll there.
Meyerberg makes them both, and the Minutemen will quickly check Mendez Steven in. Meyerberg will come out for the final 34.9 seconds of this half, where the Minutemen lead by 8.
Amar was called over to the bench during that free throw attempt. And it looks like they told him, press up on defense. Do not let them get an easy shot off here to end out this half.
Especially on, you have to press up on number 11, Aarons here. He's been 14 points on the night. You definitely want your best defender on him.
Aarons taking his time as he gets a screen from Brophy, and a foul is going to go against Unger. That's going to put Aarons back at the line.
And Aaron's been good at the line here in the second quarter. But it does give Lexington an opportunity with 10.5 seconds to get the ball back. But unfortunately, it does give Melrose the opportunity at 2 free points. Something you do not want to happen, especially in a game where you've been losing the lead slowly but surely. Here comes the first to 2 for Aarons.
Meyerberg and Asport check back in. Maybe give them an offensive spark. 10.5 seconds is definitely enough to get one flat shot before the half.
Second free throw is good. 10.5 seconds left as Amari feeds it back to Unger. Unger steps back, puts up the 3, no good. Rebound is tried to be saved by the Minutemen. It will go out with 1 second on the clock. Maybe time for a prayer at the buzzer. Aarons fires, and too strong there. After the first half, the Minutemen will head into the locker room with a 6-point lead.
Austin, very different 2 quarters in that first half. First quarter, no offense whatsoever. Second quarter, a ton of offense. I thought throughout that second quarter, which team is doing a better job as the game switched defensive to offensive? And Melrose did a great job of not only playing offensively, but sticking with it. They continued to stay with Lexington. As Lexington got points, Melrose got points. And slowly but surely, they've slowed down on this lead. And it's been a great second quarter for Melrose. And Lexington, we've seen a little bit lack of offense at times. We think they could get more. They should have more than what they have right now, but they don't. And it showed on that last possession there. They had 10.5 seconds. They had a few extra seconds where they could have passed it around and gotten another opportunity. And instead, a bad shot was put up, which led to a bad rebound, and Melrose got another opportunity.
100% Duncan. I mean, this second quarter was completely different from the first quarter. I mean, both sides could not really get any shots going. And the second quarter was totally different. For Melrose, it's been Aarons, who has 16 points. He's been leading the way for Melrose, driving into the paint, getting those nice, easy floaters. In the first quarter, Melrose shot a lot of three-pointers, but those haven't been falling, and they've been changing up their strategy. And for Lexington, it's been Darren Ong and Ryan Astapor, 9 and 8 points, respectively. They've been leading the way for Lexington. So it'll be interesting to see how this tug-of-war type of game goes into the third quarter.
Second half begins in about 8 minutes. I'm Austin Raish. I'm joined by Duncan Maloney and Toshio Yuki once again here on LexMedia. We will see you then.
Clear. Good job, boys.
boys. We can go whenever you're ready.
We are back for the start of the second half between the Lexington Minutemen and Melrose. To start this game, we witnessed one of the more strange quarters of basketball that I think any of us have ever seen in our high school careers. The score after the first quarter was 12-2 in favor of the Minutemen, but after that, when the second quarter started, I think both teams began to find their feet a little bit more, especially Melrose. They cut the deficit down to 6 points, and that is where it is at for the start of the second half here on LexMedia. I'm Austin Raish, and once again, I'm joined by Duncan Maloney and Toshio Yuki.
Austin, it was a wild first half, and for Melrose, it was a great second quarter. The first quarter was probably one of the worst of the season for them, I imagine, only scoring 2 points. But that second quarter, putting up 25 points, being able to stick with Lexington, and having this lead only be 6 at the moment. So Melrose has a lot of potential for this third quarter. It's about how they execute here in this third quarter. It's going to make the difference in this game.
Now I'm just interested in seeing how both teams approach this halftime break. I think definitely offensively, both teams have definitely stepped it up in the second quarter. So there's no problem there now. But I think definitely they both talked about playing better defense, stopping their top guys on the court.
Here comes John Aarons, who led the way in scoring for his team with 16 first-half points as he feeds it to Lamas, one of the team's other scorers, and he gets 2 to start things out.
Austin, you mentioned at the end of that first half how there's only one sub that entire time that came in for the different starters. Mostly the starters have played the whole first half, and at this point the whole third quarter. It's a testament, and now they're finally finding their groove to how Burns was patient, and it's starting to pay off here for Melrose.
But the question is it going to put a toll on them? Because these games are long, these games are grueling on these high schoolers. So see if they'll last the whole entire game with only one sub.
Amari drives, pulls up, and cannot hit. And now what a steal by Amari. He takes it down the lane and cannot throw it down. Well, we saw him do that once earlier this season, and that got the crowd absolutely fired up. I'm sure it would have done the same if he was able to finish it there. Nui inside gets fouled by Asapor.
Austin, you could feel after Amari, he went up for that dunk, the whole crowd just went silent. And that's a big risk for a player. It's a big payoff, or it's a big mistake in that instance. It was a big mistake, and you could tell Hobbs a little disappointed there. And when it works, but when it doesn't, it definitely doesn't.
And those are 2 easy points right there. It's a fast break. No one's in front of you. Sometimes you can just get the easy points, but that risk definitely did not pay off there.
100%. It didn't pay off for Mao either, because he's getting checked out of the game for O'Brien.
We're going to get a timeout here called by Coach Hobbs just a minute and a half into half number 2.
And I imagine it's something along the lines of, let's not get too cocky here. I imagine that dunk coming up, it's just like, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here. We are not winning this game by as much as we think we are, or as much as we were. And we are not the better team at the moment. Right now it's 33-29. That lead has not grown since that second quarter, halfway through at least. So Lexington's got a lot of work to do if they want to get back out in front, and that starts with a momentum change here early in this third quarter.
And just for context, Lexington was up 10 going into the second quarter, up 6 going into the third quarter. And so the momentum's definitely on Melrose's side here. They're definitely cutting into that lead, chipping it away quarter by quarter, minute by minute, possession by possession.
Melrose has done a great job of exponentially getting this lead down. It's going to start to turn into a Melrose lead here if Lexington doesn't make big changes and quicker, and I imagine that's what this timeout's going to be, is about making big changes.
Discipline is the key word here. You just got to do what Lexington does best. Don't get ahead of themselves. Just make sure they get the win, because a win is a win.
Now Nui going to the line, but still some more conversation between the ref, Burns, and the scoring table. And it appears Hobbs is making a trip down to the scorer's table as well, just to try and eavesdrop, listen into what's going on. A lot of confusion over at the scorer's table at the moment. Gives these teams a second to breathe of what's been a pretty fast-paced quarter in about 2 minutes to this point. That second quarter was very fast. They had halftime to catch their breath, but really halftime, you're just getting ready for this third quarter. 2 minutes into this third quarter, you get a stop like this. It really throws you off, and it makes you a little more confused, like, oh, how do I get back into the zone here? And that's where you separate the men from the boys at this point in the game.
Newey can't hit from the line. 6.5 minutes to play in the third quarter as Lapone drives and kicks it to Onger. Assaport has it stolen away from him for the moment. He gets it back, has to get rid of it, and he gets it to Meyerberg to keep the possession alive with 15 to shoot. Lapone finds Onger on the wing. He can't hit from deep. Assaport fights for the rebound, keeps it in. And a foul is going to go against Melrose.
Great hustle there from Assaport. That whole entire possession, he's been doing the dirty work this game, diving onto the ground for that loose ball, getting that rebound there and drawing that foul. And no shot there, though.
Fresh shot clock for Lexington, though, with just about 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Meyerberg's quick three is no good. There's a fight for the rebound. No whistle is called as Assaport and Brophy were getting pretty tangled up.
Very, very tangled there, Austin. Surprised there wasn't a whistle there for either side.
Now an offensive foul is going to go against Lamas. O'Brien hit the deck, took one for the team, and gets his team the ball back.
Jogging a little gingerly here. Good to see him back on his feet, though. He's holding on to his right leg. Should be fine, though.
Assaport trying to find an open man, and instead he'll take it himself, but he can't finish.
Tough spot there for Assaport. Couldn't really get out to anyone, but it was a tough shot. Ended up not going.
Mujali drives, gets it to go, and the foul. He has the opportunity to make it a one-point game at the line.
And despite how small the fan section might be for Melrose there, making themselves heard, now just a 2-point lead and a trip to the line for Mujali to cut it down to just a 1-point lead for Lexington. As back in goes Perella.
Lamas gets a rare substitution here. Just getting a breather here.
Looks like the free throw is good. The score is now 33-32 for the Minutemen. Just a 1-point lead for them with just over 5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Lexington needs to get some offense going here. They know it. There's a sense of urgency on that sideline.
Meyerberg drives, draws the foul. And will this be shooting or not is the question.
Burns was trying to get a travel call out of the ref there, but that's not going to happen. No shooting here, so Lexington will be back on offense. Oh!
Dangerous pass is broken up by Newey, but Lapone gets it back. Now Onger in the corner goes to work. And the Minutemen will reset here with Meyerberg. Onger takes the pass and gives it right back to him. Baseline jumper is too strong. Rebound tipped, grabbed by Brophy. Melrose with an opportunity for the lead here.
Melrose has got to be careful here. They don't want to get a bad shot off. They have a big opportunity here, something they haven't done all game long.
Aaron's inside, cannot get it to fall.
Tough shot there, would not have taken that. Melrose got to get back on defense here.
Onger drives, floats it up, and no good.
What a
pass. It was a very impressive save, no doubt, but it was thrown to nobody, so the Minutemen will keep it here.
Lexington with a big moment here. Try and make some change happen.
Meyerberg pulls up, can't hit. Rebound tipped, grabbed by Mujali in the corner.
Long
He
pass
just
to no one
throws
again.
it right to Unger. Another unforced turnover by Melrose.
Melrose needs to calm down. If I'm Coach Burns right now, I am livid. These passes, these opportunities that they're passing up.
Unger misses the three, but it's put up and in by Meyerberg.
Great heads-up play, just crashing straight to the boards and that put back.
Now Melrose down by 3, still a possession. Still opportunity here for them to get in front or at least tie it at the
Unger
moment, but a steal.
takes Brophy's pocket. It's a 3-on-2 for the Minutemen. Asapor will do it himself.
If I'm Burns here, I got to take a timeout. The game's starting to get away from you.
They definitely had a couple possessions where they could have taken advantage, took the lead for the first time in the game, but let that slip away, let Lexington regain control, and now the whole gym's starting to get into it.
Aarons tries to find space, and he can't get it to fall.
Good pass.
Up ahead, Meyerberg cannot finish. Rebound grabbed by Perella.
A little wide on the angle there, that rebound. You could tell right away it wasn't going to go in.
Newey finds Aarons, who gets it to go, and the foul.
That is big, Austin.
A massive response on the part of John Aarons, whose name we've said many, many times tonight. He is at 18 points, could make it 19 here at the line, as Amari Mao and Brendan Schwartz will come back in for the Minutemen.
37-34, 2:59 now in the third quarter.
And Aspor's in foul trouble here. If I'm not mistaken, he has 4 personal fouls, so he might be sitting for a decent amount of time.
That's a big loss to the Minutemen, if true.
Lexington taking their time here offensively. Unger in trouble now. Mao feeds it to Schwartz, who finishes.
Schwartz has been on fire tonight. When he's been called on, he delivers. And that's something you like to see out of a player off the bench. That's why he's getting more minutes. Hobbs has a lot of trust in him, and it's paying off.
Absolutely, Duncan. He's only a sophomore, but he's got that next man up mentality, stepping up. And the team needs him the most.
Newey gets O'Brien to leave his feet in the corner. Mujali gets to the friendly bounce on the three. Oh my goodness.
Major plays, game-changing plays. That is one of them, Austin. Melrose has a lot of momentum right now. They need to step up defensively.
Lapone thought about the three in the corner. Dangerous pass is broken up by Perella. He has it down the lane, and it's no good. Offensive rebound by Aarons keeps the possession alive, though.
Good rebound by Aarons, keeping his head in the game. Tough miss there by Perella, but a second life here.
Brophy hits from deep, and Melrose has taken the lead.
What a fall from Grace for Lexington here. They need a big change.
Lexington's just got to be smart on offense, especially that last possession. When you're trapped in the corner, you can't really chuck it up. No man's land. Those dangerous passes have got to go.
Schwartz took a shot up to the face area. That will draw a foul. That's going to be the fourth on Melrose with just 1:26 left here in the third quarter.
And Lexington at the moment is scrambling 41-39. Looking to see where it went wrong, but we know where it went wrong, Austin. It's been happening since the start of the second quarter. Melrose has been consistently sticking with it, and they've been sneaking up on Lexington now. A jump attack, a big three there, and it's 41-39. No mistake about it. Melrose has been coming for a while, and they just took that. They just pounced right there. Pause.
Sports Center moment right there.
Mao and Lapone pass it back and forth. Now Meyerberg tries to find an opening, but not much doing for the Minutemen here. The pass from Mao is broken up, and a turnover for the Minutemen. Aspor is going to come back in. He'll replace Schwartz.
A disastrous possession. And I don't know if that would have taken out Schwartz. Schwartz has been very good offensively when he's been called upon. Maybe a bit of a gut reaction there from Hobbs, but now a minute left in the third. And Melrose has the game in their hands at the moment.
It just seems like Lexington's offense has fell asleep in the third quarter. The first two quarters, they've been lights out. maybe not the first quarter as much, but the second quarter they've been lights out, and they just resumed to what they were in the first quarter. Melrose has been playing with a lot of hunger here, tenacity. Lexington just got to wake up again, play with more sense of urgency, get back in this game.
Asapor goes to work on Brophy inside, and he gets it to fall. We are tied on what could be the final possession of the third quarter.
Shot clock is gone, Austin.
20 seconds for Melrose as Newey controls it.
They're going to slow it down a little bit. They got time, but not too much time. They definitely want to start setting something up. They definitely want to go into the fourth quarter with a lead. That would be a statement from them.
Aaron's nearly lost it, and a foul is going to go against Meyerberg.
Luckily, they're only at 4 fouls, so.
Now 5 seconds left.
.4 on the clock here as Melrose will inbound it. Quickly, the Minutemen will check O'Brien back into the game.
Meyerberg going to head out, looking for a little tenacity defensively. That's what O'Brien brings to the floor with 5.4 seconds left in the third quarter. And you got to pass out quick.
They get it into Newey. He drives down, can't finish over Mao. Rebound tipped, and that is going to do it for the third quarter. Well, we knew that Melrose had a lot in them. That first quarter did not define who they were as a team, and we just saw that on full display there. After trailing for the entire game, they are going to head into the fourth quarter with no deficit at all. We are deadlocked at 41 all heading into the final 8 minutes.
A massive third quarter from Melrose there, Austin. And listen, Lexington, this entire game is from the first quarter. They got in the highway. They've been in cruise control. And when you're on the highway, you're cruise control. You're in the third lane. You stay in cruise control too long. You got cars coming up behind you, start tailgating you. Melrose been tailgating you, and now they're even. They drew even in the second lane. It's going to be the big fourth quarter to see who can pull ahead and make a big difference. Defensively, offensively, staying out of foul trouble. There's a lot of in the mess to see who can pull ahead. And right now, it's not clear who's going to pull ahead because Lexington's showing a little bit of life, but Melrose has been coming for this lead since the second quarter. So a lot at stake here for both of these teams.
It's a brand new game. It's all tied up again, 41-41. Just a matter of who wants it more in this fourth quarter. Duncan from Lexington here. What do you like to see going into the fourth quarter and regaining that momentum again?
Defensively, they've been stout. They've been good defensively pretty much the whole game. I know it's 41-41. That's not a defensive lockdown, but they have been good defensively for 3 quarters, no problem. But I feel like offensively, they've been a little inconsistent, and I feel like when you see a little bit more teamwork, a little bit more passing, we saw a lot of that in the first quarter. The shots just weren't falling, but I feel like in the second and the third quarter, they went away from that. Need to see more of that in the fourth quarter if Lexington wants to win.
I agree, Duncan, and also part of that comes with the mistakes, the turnovers that cost them these easy points.
Newey thought about the three as Melrose begins the fourth quarter with possession. Aaron steps back over Asapor. That looked like it was tipped.
Not close there. No way it was that bad of a shot. Gonna believe that one was tipped, Austin. Oh,
now,
good steal.
Punched out by Lamas. Aarons can't control it. Lapone comes away with it. Mao down the lane.
Oh.
He will draw the foul.
Good job by Mao taking one for the team there. He saw that one coming a mile away, and Lexington's got a big chance here to make something happen. Can hear Burns shouting, slow down, and that's good. They had a chance there to get the lead again, but too fast-paced, couldn't control the ball. So definitely want to slow the game down a little bit if you're Melrose, because you're in this game. You can control this game if you would like to.
Now coming down in the fourth quarter, every single point matters here. And these free throws, 3 points are really crucial, and you got to make them while you can.
Well, Amari makes 1 of 2. The Minutemen lead by 1 here with 7:24 left in the ballgame.
See what Melrose can do here. They can still take the lead on this possession if they would like to, but they need something to break through this Lexington defense.
Nui guarded tightly by Mao, and he draws a foul.
Good job by Nui, get that foul there. Opportunity here for Melrose to take the lead if he can hit them both.
Mao didn't seem to agree with the call, but on the offensive end, it's just about initiating that contact. When you go downhill, it's so easy to do that. Makes the defender look like they fouled you.
He's good in the first one to draw back even. It's the second shot that's going to make the difference here for Melrose.
It's no good, and we are tied at 42. Amari feeds it to Lapone, going quickly inside. As now they pass it out to O'Brien and slow things down a little bit. Mao finds Asapor for two.
Big play by Asapor there, big play by Lexington. Every time you think they're about to lose it, they get it right back. They pull me right back in, Austin.
Lamos drives inside, over Asapor, can't get it to go. Rebound Onger.
Lexington needs to start pulling away here offensively if they keep getting these chances.
Onger fades away, comes up just short. Offensive rebound by Asapor is thrown up. He was probably looking for a whistle, didn't get it.
Had to put up a tough shot instead. Now Melrose opportunity to tie the game again.
Asapor hits the deck, no whistle called there. So the refs really letting them play here in the fourth quarter as Mujali gets the steal, floats it up, no good. Rebound kept in by Asapor, back to Mujali who can't finish it. And now a foul is going to be called on the rebound.
What a series of events there. I mean, if the ball's going out in your own, under your own basket, it's so risky to try to save, especially when there's two Melrose players there. And they're lucky that Melrose did not score there. Tough break for them. Had plenty of opportunities for Mujali, but just couldn't get the ball to go into the basket.
Now Lexington with a chance to extend the 2-point lead. It's 2 at the moment. But that can change.
Meyerberg just checked back into the game, replacing O'Brien. As he zips it to Darren Onger. Meyerberg finds himself wide open, but he can't hit from deep. Rebound tip taken by Onger. Asapor hits the deck, and Onger draws a foul.
Asapor very slow to get up here. Wouldn't be surprised if he got subbed out. But for the moment, he stays in.
Well, you can hear exactly what Daniel Burns is saying to his team. You have to rebound. We're losing. Just a little reminder of where they're at. I don't think any of the Melrose players forgot that, but you can tell where the sense of urgency is at for this Melrose team.
And especially with the player on the line, you can feel the intensity. It's a big start. And they gotta get ready here. Melrose gotta lock in to get this rebound. Lexington's got some great rebounders this game. See if that pattern continues.
Onger makes one of two. It's a 3-point lead for the Minutemen with 5.5 minutes to play.
You can already feel the sense of urgency for Burns. He knows this game could get away from Melrose at any second. They need to stay on top of it.
Mujali goes to work on Meyerberg. And now a push is going to go against the Minutemen. That is their second foul committed this quarter. Melrose has committed 3 fouls.
And that's going to give Melrose a fresh shot clock here. 5:25 left in the fourth.
I believe that is Asapor's 5th foul. It's either his 4th or 5th, but that is a big-time loss for Lexington. I mean, he's been getting a lot of rebounds offensively and defensively, so.
Risky pass there, doesn't pay off.
Broken up, what a steal by Amari Mao. Ball's on the ground. The jump is going to be called possession Lexington.
You can hear Burns' frustration. Doesn't want the turnovers, and they've been down so bad in this game. Now they've come back all the way, and now they're only down 3. Burns is feeling the intensity. He knows that Melrose can win this game, but these mistakes are keeping them from that.
Here's Lapone in the corner, defended by Nolan Natali, who just checked in for Melrose. Only their 7th player to see the floor tonight, as a foul was going to go against Melrose. That is already their 4th one of the quarter, with just over 5 minutes to go.
You have to save every foul you can, especially when you're down and you get into the tight minutes here. 2 minutes, 1 minute, and you have to start fouling. Every foul means that they're going to shoot free throws.
In the corner, Unger drives, then finds Lapone, who kicks it to Meyerberg. His three-pointer is up and no good.
Good rebound by Schwartz.
Now the Minutemen will reset here. Amari, defended by Newey, gives it to Lapone. Unger drives, pulls up, and cannot connect.
Good job by Melrose sticking with it. Down 3, they would love some points here.
Brophy left open, step back jumper is good.
Good play. Now just down 1 point, 4:27 and counting.
Mao drives inside, finds Schwartz for 2.
Schwartz, I'm telling you, Schwartz is my impact player. Every single time I've seen him put up a shot, it has gone in. Schwartz, when he's called upon, makes the difference for the Minutemen. And now 4:14 left. Melrose has a lot of strategy to talk about in these final 4:14.
And Melrose has been pretty solid defensively. It's just that one short corner they've been leaving Schwartz wide open. And Schwartz has been doing a great job just taking advantage of that, getting the ball, getting it right up. No hesitation, just getting it right up. Got 8 points on the day.
And now with 4:14 left, Lexington still has a lot to talk about in this game. They are still not in the clear by any means. Only up by 3 at the moment. They need strong defense and strong offense if they want to pull this one off. Right now they feel like they have the edge. They're definitely the better team at the moment. They just need to stick with it, stay with the course, and stay determined. And if they do all that, I think they could come out with a W.
Same lineup coming out from the timeout. And it will be Melrose ball. Mujali inbounding it.
Melrose would love a 3 here, but nothing wrong with 2 points. Still half the quarter to play.
Don't need to force anything. Just got to make every possession count here.
Precisely.
Mujali off the pass from Aarons, leaves it short at the rim. Out of bounds, last touch by Mujali.
That was a bad shot to put up there from Mujali, especially in this position that Melrose is in. Definitely want to be careful of putting shots up like that.
Asapor is going to come back in, replacing Schwartz, and he will get a lot of love from his teammates as he exits the game.
He's been a big impact player today, accounting for 8 points, I believe. Stud.
Dangerous pass for Asapor as he looks to find someone. Here's Meyerberg with 15 to shoot as he gets a screen from Asapor. Loses his footing, taken away by Newey. Up ahead to Aarons. He lays it home. He's got 21 points. That leads all scorers tonight.
And now Lexington got to stay on it. Forget the last possession. Be a goldfish. Try and get some points here.
Amari drives, finds Unger for 2.
And as soon as Melrose offense continues to pick it up, Melrose's defense continues to falter. Taylor's oldest time in this game. Thought about the 3 there, thought better of it.
Newey gives it back to Aarons, defended by Mao. He's left open for 3, and it's no good off the rim. Would have tied it there. Instead, the Minutemen will take possession with 2:45 left and a 3-point lead.
Melrose wish they could get that one back. Tie game, 2:40. Whole different story than playing from down. And they're only down 3, but
Unger for 3.
Down 6.
Down 6. Would have been a whole different story.
And now Melrose is going to start chasing. They're going to put up some bad shots here.
Here's Newey, who gets 2 men to miss, finds Brophy for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Lapone. 2 huge missed opportunities for Melrose.
That's what I'm saying. Bad shots there as here comes
Auger again, and it goes! Lexington by 9 with just over 2 minutes to play. Timeout, Melrose.
And that could have sealed the deal. That could have been the dagger of the game. And Darren Auger has been pretty quiet the first 3 quarters, but this last quarter he has 8 points, 15 on the day. He might have just shut the door for Melrose.
The crowd went wild there, Toshio, and as they should. That was a big 3 from Auger in a big moment in this game. And for Melrose, I said they were going to take bad shots. They gave Brophy a 3. He's taking maybe 1 or 2 threes all game. As I'm talking about bad shots, they think they need a 3. You don't need a 3 in that scenario. And now they're going to be chasing this game with just about 2 minutes to play.
Ujali nearly lost it. Dangerous pass, is able to find Brophy. We are under 2 minutes to go here. Lexington by 9 as Brophy kicks it to Perella in the corner. That 3 is no good. Good rebound by Auger.
And this is where Lexington's coming out in full force, showing why they're the better team in this game, starting to pull away when it matters.
Lexington can take their time here. Brophy hits the deck. Auger can't hit from deep. That might have put the dagger in Melrose's heart if it went down. In the corner, Brophy fakes, drives, and cannot finish. Rebound by Lapone.
And Coach Burns is furious.
Why would you try and dunk that? Oh,
Meyerberg gets it to fall. And it's starting to slip away from Melrose.
If I'm Burns, I'd take a timeout and I'd take him out of the game. That was maybe one of the worst dunk attempts. Not just, that was a fine attempt, but situationally, that was a terrible attempt, and then an air ball to follow. Melrose is falling apart at the seams.
Now, foul Mujali. I mean, you were only down 3 points just a couple of minutes ago, and now it's down.
Here come the subs, and what's baffling to me is they waited till 1 minute left in the fourth to get most of these guys in the game. It's a wild philosophy here, Austin. The dunk attempt was wild on its own, right? Because you could just take a layup. That's easy points. You haven't tried to dunk all game. But then the air ball 3, and then compounded by all the subs coming in now as opposed to earlier in the game. It's a host of mistakes by Melrose. They were in this game for a while. They were in this game for about 5 minutes, and they couldn't capitalize on it, and now it has slipped through their fingers like sand on the beach.
That was a 4-point swing. And Melrose really wish they could have that one back.
And Lexington gets the subs in as well. I don't know if I would. I mean, I know it's a multiple score game, but I don't know if I would do that personally. Keep some of the starters in at least. Make sure the game is secured, but I guess the lead is big enough at the moment for that to be okay, and that one's going to go out of bounds off of Melrose.
Now Lexington's probably just going to run down the clock. I mean, Melrose might try to foul here, but 12 points is...
That might be insurmountable at this point, Toshio.
Only 1 minute left.
I think it's just subs in the game trying to make the most of the time they have.
The Minutemen can hold it for as long as they want to here. Here's Metzger for 3.
That was a deep shot.
That's no good. Rebound poke taken by O'Brien. The Minutemen should just try to play keep away here for as long as they can. Mendez-Steven drives, hop steps inside for 2.
Good possession by Mendez-Steven. He thought about taking a 3 out there top of the key. Reset, took it in for a 2. That was a smart play from a freshman.
And in crunch time, now you're just padding your stats. Make yourself look a bit better.
It's 20 from Melrose. Reminder, all these players seeing their first minutes of the day for this team.
Corner 3 is no good.
It's Velliard.
Now they can just hold it and run down the clock until
this
it's 0.
Should do it here. Mendez-Steven controls it. Schwartz
thought about shooting it out. Hobbs is screaming hold that they do not want Melrose to get the ball back. That is going to be the game.
Well, it was competitive throughout until about the last 2 minutes where the Minutemen absolutely ran away with it. Our final tonight, Lexington 60, Melrose 46.
And Austin, the score kind of does accurately describe this game. Lexington got out to a pretty good start, and Melrose got off to an atrocious start. It was 12-2 at the end of the first quarter. Then the offense is heated up, and then Melrose started slowly inching back, and in the second half, and in that fourth quarter, they did come back, and they were there. They had the lead at points, but they ultimately could not hold on. The light was too bright for them today, and Lexington ends up with a victory. Definitely things to learn for both teams, even for Lexington winning by as much as they did. There are many things to learn, but a good win nonetheless. A W is a W, Austin.
Absolutely, Duncan. I mean, you couldn't say it better. It's definitely not a pretty win, but a win is a win, and definitely get you back on the right streak after going 1-3 in the last 4 games. For Melrose, John Aaron stepped up but couldn't get enough for Melrose. He had game-high 21 points. And for Lexington, you really can't underestimate what Brendan Schwartz did, 8 points. But my MVP tonight goes to Darren Onger. Really can see his impact on the team and on his overall game. He had team-high 17 points, clutch threes at the end of the game, and just overall impacting the game in such a positive way for Lexington.
Well, it was a team win, and those are the best kinds of wins. Thank you for joining us tonight here on LexMedia. Once again, final score, Lexington 60, Melrose 46. The Minutemen are back in the win column. I'm Austin Raish. I'm joined by Duncan Maloney and Toshio Yuki. We will see you next time.